Welcome to War India News Hour. Covaxin saving precious lives. Let's know about the man behind the vaccine. Krishnamurthy Ella, the man behind developing the COVID-19 vaccine. Covaxin was born in 1969 in an agriculture family to middle class parents. No one could have imagined his trajectory. Perhaps because of his background. Krishna wanted to study agriculture. His father was not pleased. He told his son, nobody becomes a farmer by just studying agriculture. Unfazed, Krishna joined University of Agriculture Science in Bangalore. His passion and hard work earned him a gold medal. Unlike ordinary gold medalists, he was not content to get a job. Nevertheless, he supported himself after undergrad by working briefly in the agriculture division of Bayer Pharma. He longed for more. He got a Rotary scholarship which enabled him to move to the US to do his PhD in University of Wisconsin. The scholarship was the wind under his wings. There was no looking back. His specialty was molecular biology. While in the US, he met Suchitra, an economics graduate, and married her. Average Indians in the US would dream of a green card for themselves, and Dr. Krishna dreamt of millions of people freedom from diseases. His solution, low-cost vaccine for neglected diseases. He wanted his dreams to become reality in India. He started Bharat Biotech in Hyderabad in the newly formed Genome Valley. The first product was caesium-free hepatitis B vaccine, the first in the world. His work caught the attention of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, whose fund enables Bharat Biotech to develop rotavirus vaccine and conjugate typhoid vaccine, again for the first time in the world. We salute this great man for his innovation and saving millions of lives for the deadly virus. Let's look into today's headline in War India. SEBI's new proposal for segregation monitoring of collateral at client level. Market regulator SEBI on Monday came out with a fresh proposal for segregation and monitoring of collateral at client level amid instances of misuse of client collateral by trading members. Also, it has proposed to build a mechanism for reporting, dissemination and usage of information pertaining to collateral other than securities collateral received by way of pledge or repledge mechanism. Blackstone Real Estate acquires Embassy Industrial Park for Rs 5,250 crore. Embassy Industrial Parks comprises 11.6 million square feet of modern Grade A logistics and warehousing assets near urban centers. Embassy Industrial Parks warehouses are located across major industrial hubs in India, including Bangalore, Delhi, NCR, Hyderabad, and Pune, and are leased to leading e-commerce and retail players. Blackstone announced they have acquired Embassy Industrial Parks from Warburg, Pincus and Embassy Group in one of India's largest logistic transactions worth 5,250 crore. IBM's app empowers visually impaired users to stand in socially distanced lines. IBM has developed an app, Line Chaser, that navigates a blind and visually impaired person to the end of a line. It continuously reports the distance and direction to the last person in the line so the user can follow them. It can estimate whether nearby pedestrians are standing in line and also tell users if they should move or stop. With this, these visually impaired users can then decide whether they need to move forward in a line or stay put. Mobile phone companies delay their new launches. Top smartphone companies including Samsung, Asus, Xiaomi, Vivo, Micromax and Transsion Group are delaying their planned phone launches slated for May, sensing tepid consumer demand and challenges in distribution and manufacturing process due to the COVID second wave. IPL will not conclude in India, says BCCI. With speculation mounting over the suspended IPL cricket season, the president of Board of Control for India BCCI has given the biggest indication yet the tournament could be relocated. IPL was suspended last week as India struggles to contain the latest surge of COVID-19 infections. BCCI President Sourav Ganguly said the league would not be concluded in India but did not say whether it would be moved to another location. That is it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to Where India News Hour. Stay tuned. Thank you.